hello, hello to you today. Hello, hello. It's really fun to say hello, hello. I hope you are okay. Hello, hello, hello to you today. Yes, hello, and glad you joined us again. We're going to have some fun today, I think. We're going to try some new songs and do some new things and draw some new pictures and mostly try and have a good time, aren't we, kids? Good. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
It's very nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
We've never met before. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I'd like to get to know you. Bonjour, bonjour. Let's say hello some more. Well, if that's how we say hello in France, does anybody know how we say hello in China? Ni ho. Ni ho.
Ni ho.
Ni ho to you today. Ni ho.
Ni ho.
It's really fun to say ni ho.
Ni ho.
I hope you feel okay. Ni ho, ni ho, ni ho to you today. Now, in some countries in Africa where they speak Swahili, how do they say hello? Jambo. Jambo.
Jumbo.
It's really nice to meet you, Jambo.
Jumbo.
We've never met before, Jambo.
Jumbo.
I'd like to get to know you, Jumbo, Jumbo. Let's say hello some more. Let's say hello to someone. They might become your friend in any land or language. Here's what I would recommend. Are you ready? Hello,
Hello.
bonjour,
Bonjour.
ni ho,
Ni ho.
Jambo.
Jumbo.
Let's say hello to someone, 'cause it's fun to say hello. Hello is just the way we greet each other. Hello is just a word that means hello. It means I'd like to get to know you better. Well, let's say goodbye until it's time to go. One more. Hello,
Hello.
bonjour,
Bonjour.
ni ho,
Ni ho.
Jambo.
Jumbo.
Let's say hello to someone, 'cause it's fun to say hello. Hello to everybody. Well, it's good to be here with y'all again. Now, the theme that I'd like us to look at today has to do with this. You know, I love to introduce our theme with a little piece of music. So here's the theme. Let's see if you can figure out what the theme is about. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So what do you think the theme is today? What is it? Well, kind of. It could be. Only I had something else in mind. I had silly baseball games in mind. Who has ever seen a silly baseball game? Did you ever see a baseball game played on donkeys?
No.
I saw one once where the hitters and the pitcher and everybody was playing on the back of a donkey riding around. It was the silliest baseball game I've ever seen. What do you imagine a baseball game would look like if it was played by robots? They wouldn't, right?
I think it would
That's
be
right.
good because when they finally did, because if they were made, wow, it would be good.
They would be
No, but
powerful
I
throwers,
know
wouldn't they?
when they throw, they go, and the bat would
Yeah.
go.
But what do you think the silliest game of all would be?
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Okay, now where would monkeys play baseball? Where?
Jungle.
In the jungle. So that's our theme. That's what we're going to draw a picture about today. Let's draw a jungle picture. Let's draw some trees. Let's draw some bushes. Let's draw some grass and the sun, okay? Birds, clouds, okay? Who wants to start? Natalie and Brooke, go ahead up there and start. We're drawing pictures with magic markers. We've just begun. We're drawing pictures with magic markers. We're having fun. I think we need a big sun up there right now. We're drawing pictures with magic markers, having fun. We're drawing a jungle with bushes and trees and grass. That's what we need, trees and grass. Go ahead on up there. We're almost done. Oh, that's great. It's looking good. We're drawing pictures with magic markers. We're almost done. We're drawing pictures with magic markers. We're having fun. Okay, I would just suggest one more thing. Natalie, take your green marker and make those palm fronds at the end of those trees even darker, okay? We're drawing pictures of big palm trees. That looks very good. Do the other one too. We're having fun. We're drawing jungles, and now we're done. But you and I could make that picture come alive with a little magic. You and I could make it come alive with a little magic. You and me could count from 1 to 3, and don't you see, with a little magic, just a little magic. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, magic. Wow, that's a wonderful picture. That's a wonderful jungle. I can imagine what the monkeys would look like playing in that jungle. Can you imagine? I can imagine a whole song about it. About the monkeys playing baseball. One day the telephone rang-a-lang-a-lang way up in the coconut tree. Mr. Monkey folded up his paper, said, "Someone's calling me." He said, "Hello, hello, who you want to speak to? There's no need to scream. Someone wants to play a game with the monkeys' baseball team. When the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game." Sing it again. When the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. All through the treetops, banging on the coconuts, blam-a-lam-a, boom. Everybody get your uniforms on and go to the dressing room. Fielders, don't forget your mitts, and someone bring a ball. It's time for the monkeys' baseball game when we get that telephone call. Are you ready? When the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. Well, the chimpanzee played left field, the baboon played in right. The orangutan on the pitcher's mound was a most impressive sight. But the thing you never heard before, and you can bet your hat, was the mighty roar of the monkeys when the gorilla came to bat. When the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. Well, the other animals had a team, and the pitcher was a kangaroo. First the umpire yelled, "Strike 1!" Then he yelled, "Strike 2!" Gorilla swung his big bat, and the ball flew up to the sky. It dropped in the beak of a pelican bird as he was swimming by. Oh, the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. Now Mr. Pelican came to Earth just to join the fun. But since he landed beyond the fence, the umpire yelled, "Home run!" The gorilla lumbered around the bases, monkeys cheered his name. You never heard the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. When the monkeys play the monkeys' way, you'll be glad you came. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. You never saw the equal of the monkeys' baseball game. You never did.
Flying Whales and Peacock Tales will be right back. And now back to Flying Whales and Peacock Tales.
You know what I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you about what we started to talk about before, imagination. Imagination is such a wonderful thing, you know. I mean, we can imagine almost anything, can't we? And if you've got a good imagination, you know what can happen?
I can imagine monkeys wearing baseball hats.
That's right. That's right. But sometimes, if you got a good imagination, you can imagine scary stuff. Did you ever do that?
No.
I did. I used to imagine things that were scary. Who knows about scary stuff? Who's ever imagined ghosts? Who's imagined haunted houses? Who's ever ridden on a roller coaster?
Oh.
Talk about scary.
No.
But scary's fun. Why is a roller coaster scary? A roller coaster scary because we're afraid we're going to be falling out any minute, right?
Upside down.
But I'm going to tell you about something I imagined when I was your age. Did you know that there's a monster lived under my bed? That's right. That's what I said. There's a monster lives under my bed. See, I was afraid I'd wake up and find myself dead, with my jammies all torn and bloody and red, ripped apart by the teeth in that terrible head of the monster from under my bed. The first time I peeked there beneath the bedspread, it was cozy and dark and all carpeted and warm, so I knew it was inhabited by a monster there under my bed. But lately, I'm losing my fear and my dread. I'm teaching him to do tricks now instead. And that monster, who I've come to call Fred, is a wonderful fellow and quite talented. I reward him with slices of jelly and bread, and he goes through his tricks like a real thoroughbred, that monster from under my bed. I've taught him that vengeance must be visited on those I despise, and who have merited the wrath that my monster is willing to spread. With one word from me, he'll bite off their heads and sit picking his teeth and looking well fed. That monster from under my bed. Do you know, if I get a bad report card in school, he eats my teacher. Then he eats the principal. And if I'm playing baseball and I strike out, he eats the pitcher. And then he eats the umpire. And if somebody's making me eat all my vegetables, he eats my vegetables. Then he eats the person. And if I don't get a lot of applause at the end of this poem from each and every one of you, I don't know what my monster is liable to do. Saved by the applause. But that's what I imagined. I imagined that there was a monster under my bed. I really did. Now, I really knew better. I mean, I really knew there wasn't a monster, but you know what I used to do? I would take off about a foot away from the bed and dive into the bed because I didn't want to risk my toes underneath there. But that's what our imagination can get into. What's the scariest thing of all? Our imagination, because we can imagine things that aren't really there. I'll tell you what I truly fear, what gives me the wooliest scare. I tell you what I dread the most, the thing that isn't there. That's right. It isn't under my brother's bed. It isn't behind the chair. Tell you the truth, I don't know where it is, the thing that isn't there. And when my mother turns out the light, I lie in my bed and stare. I stare at the wall, prepared to see the thing that isn't there. It wasn't there for weeks and weeks, so I took extra care. It gives me the creeps to think of it, the thing that isn't there. And now on a dark and stormy night, I bravely climb the stair and open the closet door to find the thing that isn't there. But it wasn't there again tonight. But the prickles in my hair inform me that I'm very near to the thing that isn't there. I'll tell you what I really fear, what gives me the woolliest scare. I'll tell you what I dread the most, the thing that isn't there. The thing that isn't there, the thing that isn't there. We'll be right back. At least I hope so.
Flying whales and peacock tails will continue. And now back to flying whales and peacock tails.
Okay, welcome back. Well, let me ask you something now. We were just singing songs about scary experiences. Who has ever had a scary experience? Who wants to talk about it? You tell me about yours, Nathan.
I was going with my friend's house.
Yeah.
To my friend's house.
Uh-huh.
And I made a wrong turn. I got lost.
Got really lost,
With my
yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Did you ever have any scary experience, Mike?
I lost my mom and dad in a shopping mall.
Oh, I bet that was scary. Wow, all those people going around. Yeah, right.
It's like, okay.
But listen, you found him again, didn't
Yeah.
you? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm
It's
really glad you
it's
did.
like, okay, where do I start? And I mean,
That's right.
it's in this big shopping mall with about
How did you find
41
them?
places. Well, I went and asked one of the people at the benches, and I finally
great.
got them back.
And they paged them on the intercom system. That's great. Did you ever have a scary experience,
Yeah,
Brooke?
there was this like huge house,
Yeah.
and it had these shutters that were all
Oh,
creepy,
yeah.
and it
Yeah.
looked like a haunted house. And then they just fixed it a few days ago. It's all like.
But it was the haunted house, right? Did you ever ride on an elevator, Natalie? That was
Oh,
really fast, like in
yeah.
the Sears Tower or something? Did you ever ride on a roller coaster?
Sometimes
pretty scary,
you
isn't
think the elevator's
Yeah.
gonna stop, and you're like,
What, you had another scary experience, Mike?
Well, actually, what happened is we were in the grocery section,
Uh-huh.
and you see, I was standing in this one aisle,
Sure.
and looking at a toy, and my dad went off and went into another
Lost him
aisle,
again.
and I just walked around and around. Really, I didn't lose them at.
But that's a
much,
good
but-
place to lose
and
your
then
dad in a
and
toy
then I
place.
found them. I just walked around. and
Courtney,
looked
how about
in
you?
the aisles
Let me
and
ask
found
Courtney if she ever, did you ever have a scary experience?
my mom and dad.
You lost them too? Boy, they get lost pretty easy sometimes. Do you know something? No? Do you know about wonderful? You know how wonderful you all are? Do you ever think about that word, wonderful? Think about that word. No, we're not going to talk about any more scary things. We're going to talk about wonderful now. Because I want to tell you how wonderful you are. Did you ever think about that word? Full of wonder. Do you know what wonder is? Wonder is like, wow. Wonder is when we go, wow. When we change our picture into the set that we're on and stuff. That's wonder. You're all wonderful. We all want to be likable and lovable and huggable. But sometimes what we do with that could get us into trouble. We try to please just everyone and find that that's not workable. So we feel rejected, all alone and very hurtable. Don't work too hard at being loved. You just ask for squeezes if you need them, and you sometimes do. You're perfect now, the way you are. You don't have to be someone else. You're an absolutely perfect, wonderful you. Now everybody loves a clown and the funny things a clown can be, but sometimes their happy face will hide a bunch of mystery. If you're trying to please the crowd and think you need to be a star, Just take your clown face off a while and find out who you really are. Don't work too hard at being loved. You just ask for squeezes when you need them, and you sometimes do. You're perfect now, the way you are. You don't have to be someone else. You're an absolutely perfect, wonderful you. It's fine to feel the way we feel, and not some way we think we should. It's better if we don't pretend. It really never works so good. So let's be who we really are, not trying to please them all the time. Who we really are is fine, and everything we feel is fine. Don't work too hard at being loved. You just ask for squeezes when you need them, and you sometimes do. You're perfect now, the way you are. You don't have to be someone else. You're an absolutely perfect, wonderful you. You are all perfect, just the way you are. Now it's time for us to say goodbye again. We got to say goodbye. We have to leave you. We've sung some songs and played some games together, me and you. And the next time that I meet you, why, there's lots more we can do. We might pretend we're animals living in the zoo and chew our cuds like camels, or hop like kangaroos. With the singing that we've done and the things we've learned to do, I know I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you did too. Here we go with different ways of saying goodbye in different languages. Goodbye,
Goodbye.
au revoir,
Au revoir.
adios,
Adios.
adieu,
Adieu.
sayonara,
Sayonara.
auf Wiedersehen,
Auf Wiedersehen.
shalom,
Shalom.
toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
fare thee well,
Fare thee well.
so long
So long
to you.
to you.
Goodbye is just another way that everyone has learned to say, God be with you and everything you do. God be with you and everything you do. One more. God be with you and everything you do.